now for the WTV Report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Now let's begin. President John Dramani Mahama has returned home from Nairobi, Kenya, where he participated in the Africa Forward Summit co-hosted by Kenyan President William Ruto and French President Emmanuel Macron. The president arrived Tuesday night after a series of high-level engagements focused on Africa's development agenda. During the summit, President Mahama participated in a plenary session on energy and green transitions, as well as a working lunch on strengthening African financial institutions. He also co-chaired a session on rethinking healthcare systems across the continent, where he delivered opening and closing remarks on the need for innovative and sustainable health financing and partnerships.
2030 initiative, important. AFD's commitment to vaccine manufacturing in South Africa, UNITAID's technology transfer, Gavi's African vaccine manufacturing accelerator, and several other things that we have reiterated. It said that ambition alone does not guarantee execution. We have another opportunity when we go to the WHO panel, and what we must do is to bring development finance partners, the private sector, and state actors all together to translate the pipeline discussions we've had into operational commitments. For us, the tests in Accra Reset is, whatever you do, does it build sovereign capacity or it deepens dependence? That is what we must all ask ourselves.
Now, away from the president, the government has approved the immediate evacuation of 300 Ghanaians living in South Africa following the latest wave of xenophobic attacks in the country. The Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa disclosed this in a Facebook post on Tuesday, May 12th, stating that President John Dramani Mahama has granted presidential approval for the evacuation exercise. According to the minister, the affected Ghanaians had earlier complied with an advisory issued by the Foreign Affairs Ministry and subsequently registered with Ghana's High Commission in Pretoria for assistance. The minister assured that the government remains committed to protecting the welfare and safety of Ghanaians both at home and abroad. From South Africa, the Parliament has confirmed that the Member of Parliament for Asante Achim North, Kwame Ohene Frimpong, has been detained at Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. The statement issued by the clerk to Parliament, Ebenezer Ahuma Jetro, said the matter has been brought to the attention of the House and was currently being addressed by the parliamentary leadership. According to the statement, the Right Honourable Speaker and the leadership of Parliament are in contact with Ghana's diplomatic mission in The Hague to obtain detailed information regarding the incident. And away from that, the Cyber Crime Unit of the Criminal Investigations Department headquarters has arrested a 36-year-old entrepreneur in connection with the alleged non-consensual sharing of intimate images and online sexual exploitation. The suspect, identified as Joshua Kojo Ananibuatin, a resident of East Legon in Accra, was arrested on May 6, 2026 following a joint intelligence-led operation by the Cyber Crime Unit and Bureau of National Investigations. Briefing the media on Tuesday, May 12, on the major criminal investigation breakthrough, the Director General of the CID, Commissioner of Police Lydia Yakodonko, said Investigations revealed that the suspect operated a Telegram platform known as VIP Sleep Fetish 2025. According to her, the suspect allegedly used alprazolam, commonly known as Xanax, to drug unsuspecting female victims before sexually abusing them, recording the acts and sharing the contents online without their consent.
Unit of the Criminal Investigations Department headquarters has arrested Joshua Kojo Anani Boate, age 36, an entrepreneur and resident of East Legon, Accra, in connection with a case involving the non-consensual sharing of intimate images. The arrest was made on 6 May 2026, following a joint intelligence-led operation by the Cybercrime Unit and the Bureau of National Investigations, BNI. Investigations revealed that the suspect operated the Telegram platform known as VIP Sleep Fetish 2025, where he drugged unsuspecting female victims using alprazolam, a sedative commonly known as Xanax, sexually abused them, recorded the acts, and shared the videos and images on that platform. The suspect is alleged to have frequented nightclubs in 2025, where he seduced, sedated, and sexually assaulted female victims before recording and disseminating their intimate images without their consent. A search conducted at the time of arrest led to the retrieval of the following exhibits: 2 iPhones, specifically an iPhone 17 and an iPhone 13 Pro Max, 1 feature phone, 1 memory card, 1 Seagate external hard drive, 1 MacBook laptop, 1 iSafe device, and empty sachets of alprazolam and midazolam pills. The retrieved electronic devices have been retained for digital forensic examination, while the empty drug sachets are being prepared for submission to the Food and Drugs Authority for verification and classification. The suspect has since been put before the court, and investigations remain ongoing. The Ghana Police Service reiterates its firm commitment to combating online sexual exploitation and abuse in all its forms, and urges the public to report suspected cases of exploitation or abuse to the nearest police station or through approved reporting channels.
And now, the Homicide Unit of the Criminal Investigation Department has arrested a 25-year-old fetish priest and herbalist in connection with the murder of a 40-year-old trader whose mutilated body was discovered in the central region. The suspect was arrested over the killing of Joyce Ikuya Ampoma, a trader from Akwele Kaswa, whose body was found in a bush at Ewutu Bentum. The Director General of the CID, Lydia Yakodonko, said the police received a report on March 10, 2026 from the Safohene of Ewutu Bentum regarding the discovery of a mutilated female body on the outskirts of the town. Police officers who proceeded to the scene found the body with the head and both legs severed. Investigation later revealed that the deceased had previously sought herbal and spiritual treatment from the suspect in 2025 over a swollen leg condition.
Is that the deceased had previously sought herbal treatment from the suspect in 2025 for a swollen leg condition. On 4th March 2026, she reportedly visited him again for spiritual assistance to protect her business. After consultations at his shrine, the suspect allegedly lured her into a nearby bush under the pretext of collecting herbs, where he attacked her from behind with a cutlass, killed her, dismembered the body, and concealed the remains in the bush before taking parts away. During interrogation, the suspect admitted to the offense and disclosed that he had buried the deceased head at Mafi Alvedo in the Volta region and the legs at his residence at Ewutu Bentum. The suspect was put before the Adabraka District Court on 13th March 2026 and remanded into police custody. The court subsequently granted a motion ex parte for an exhumation order to enable the police retrieve the buried body parts. On 17th March 2026, the suspect led the police to Mafi Alvedo in the Volta region, where the deceased head was exhumed and deposited at the police hospital mortuary. On 18th March 2026, the suspect further led the police to the crime scene at Ewutu Bentum for reconstruction of the incident and to locations where he had buried the deceased legs and disposed of her mobile phones after destroying them. At the crime scene located approximately 0.5 kilometers from Ewutu Bentum on a cassava farm, the suspect identified the exact spot where he attacked the deceased where he deposited the body, and a pit where he claimed to have buried blood-stained items. Police observed disturbed vegetation at the scene, consistent with the disposal of the body. The suspect further led the police to his residence, located opposite the chief's palace, where the legs of the deceased were exhumed by a pathologist. The destroyed mobile phones were also retrieved from a nearby bush and a latrine. Police investigations revealed that members of the community had demolished the suspect's residence and shrine following the incidents, thereby affecting the retrieval of the suspected murder weapon and other exhibits. All recovered body parts have since been deposited at the police hospital mortuary for preservation and autopsy. All investigations continue.
Now, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, has announced a major boost for Ghana's rice production sector following a financial commitment from the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. According to the minister, JICA has pledged 35 million Ghana cedis towards the establishment of a local rice seed production plant in northern Ghana. The facility will be equipped with advanced machinery aimed at improving timely seedling production and enhancing national food security. The initiative is expected to significantly strengthen Ghana's rice subsector by ensuring the availability of high-quality rice seeds, building the capacity of irrigation scheme officers, and training farmers in the operation and maintenance of modern agricultural machinery. Time now for some international news. Now to some international news. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni, age 81, has been sworn in for a record 7 consecutive terms following his landslide victory in disputed elections in January, extending his tenure as one of Africa's longest-serving rulers. Heavy security, including armored tanks, were deployed in the capital, Kampala, ahead of the inauguration in what police said were measures intended to maintain public order. Museveni told the crowd that his new term should be regarded as a time for no more sleep for all Ugandans. He added that people should focus on creating more wealth and jobs and build on progress made over the last 40 years through the achievement of peace and development of infrastructure. Museveni was declared the winner of the election with more than 70% of votes, with his term expected to end in 2031. Now, this brings us to the end of the WTV Report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen Now Yokoti.